Italy, Gambia na tenda la banco beno. Akonya manke la starting software entele la stala starting. It's funny how do kel koyman like bari ba malia muta dingoti. See I'm not even impressed ni mo Njies I got fanya musta.
Hey yo to the people, them shout out to the person that requested or asked me to react to man like An2, Sparky and that, bro. I can't even shout you out properly because your name is just user G05WW. It's not like a proper name and that, bro. But shout out to you anyway. He's literally been pushing for me to react to man like An2, Adi, this Sparky, bro. You know what I mean? And I've seen a few of his videos actually pop up, but I've just never actually like reacted to one of his videos. But I've seen his name to pop up a lot more over the past few weeks and that, bro. So I'm guessing he's making noise, man. But let's get into it. Let's see what I go on. Let's see what the vibes are saying. This is his latest tune. Since January 2014, 1.5 million people have made the Mediterranean journey. More than 10,000 have died. Oh, I didn't even read the title. This one's called Duma and that blood. Ah, my days. Ah, this is a tough subject right here, man. Let's get into it. See what I go on.
Nyine fanga ya tinan ka jambulan ko kata Duma silola bagwe. Listen. Badasi ya tol bota damento. Fondin kel jamal falinte man fesoto. Kodin you know mobe kona fulu. Aluwo ko ya dokuman soto. Kabako bula mbeta medamento. Duma silole boten kombita wodo. Bitaling afa barinte mulano.
Already, I like his vocals and that, man. I like his vocals still. I can't even lie to you. He's not doing too much. He's not doing too little. He's in just the right place and that, bro, with the vocals and them thing there. I'm liking that right there. And this is obviously something that's affecting our country heavily in that, especially now that there's so many young people attempting to take the trip as well. Before, it was people like my older uncles that were going in that, bro. You know what I'm saying? In like 2006, 2005, 2008, 10. Now, it's people my age and younger that are going in that, bro. Teenagers, 20, 21, 22. And every single nation depends on the youth and that, bro. But if the youth don't see a future within Gambia and keep on looking outside and that, blood, for the future and them thing there, then I'm telling you, the country is in big problems and that. While I was in Gambia and them thing there, before I went there, I lost one of my uncles and them thing there, bro, through Backway and that, bro. You know what I mean? I even have friends that lost their friends through Backway and them thing there. So this is something that affects me directly and that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can't even lie to you, and I didn't even know it was gonna be this video and them thing there. I probably should have chosen another video for his first tune and that, bro. But it's good that I'm seeing that his last tune was something that was meaningful, something that, you get me, is affecting the country, because there can't be enough tunes. You might say, oh, people are, this artist is always making a tune about this Backway and that, and this artist is doing the same thing and that, bro. But I'm telling you, we need more tunes like this and that, bro, because sometimes you're saying things, it doesn't get across to people. But so could dugalesi build music, you know, deglu, you know what I'm saying? Especially the younger generation and that, man, you know what I mean? So yeah.
Barati je ferene amankatiku niole tutakono kulunka kupiba kono fakaso la jawya nyimba kono na koduma silomba.
And that's crazy. What's crazy is that, bro, my friends, my family members have literally had people that they've lost and that have died to Backway, and they're still looking to do the trip, man. That's what's crazy to me, bro. You just lost someone and you're thinking of taking that exact same trip and that, bro, that literally just took someone's life. And you know what's the craziest thing? People in Africa are trying to get to Europe, and the people in Europe are trying to get to Africa and that, bro. You know what I'm saying? What does that tell you in them thing there, bro? You know what I'm saying? It's all about what you can see in that, fam. You know what I'm saying? It's different if everyone is Europe was trying to stay in Europe, but everyone in Europe and black people in Europe are trying to go to Africa, and Africans are trying to come here and that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's the maddest thing in them thing there, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about what you can see in perception and that, bro. You know what I mean? And it's sad, and 100% I hear people when they say there's no jobs, there's no ways to make money and that, but at the same time, certain people are not trying and that, bro. You know what I mean? Literally, it's been 8 years since I went to Gambia. I left Gambia in 2014. Went back in 2015 for a year, and then since 2015 I hadn't been back since 2023 when I went last December and that, bruv. My friends are still doing the same thing, smoking weed, drinking a tire, sitting down every day in the same front door and them thing there, bruv. Like, man, them are just doing the exact same. Like, no one's trying things and that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. People in Gambia are too narrow-minded and that, bro. If it isn't football or music or social media and that, it's like there's no other way to make money in them thing there. You got to get creative and that, bro. And the thing is with people in Africa, you man have beautiful minds and great minds and that, but you're just not applying it to do the right things because you think there's only like 1, 2 or 3 ways to make money in that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Which is sad to see in them thing there. You know what I'm saying? But things are starting to change in that, bro. You have fashion brands in Gambia now, bro. You have people in my family that are doing great things. You have one of my friends, you know what I'm saying, that's a tailor in Gambia right now, bro. You know what I mean? And I like to see that, bro. So things are changing a bit, but it's not changing on the grand scale and that, bro. Every person that's young and a male and that's a man, bagwe. It's like, that's all everyone's talking about in them thing there. But there's more opportunities than just that, fam. You get me? If you guys work together, tried something, brought your money together. You know the way people in Gambia bring their money together to drink a tire or do this or do that, bro. If you guys did that exact same thing and applied it to a business or certain things in that, bro, you might see certain things changing that, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're in a world now where you don't have to go and rely on a bank or a supermarket to get a job. You can make money out of your own pocket now and them thing there, bro, through social media, through investing in certain things and that, bro. You just got to understand, you have a phone. Everyone has a smartphone in Gambia. You just got to find different ways to make money and that, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. Because if you come over here and that, bro, that's the only thing. You're going to go get a job in the warehouse or for some white person and them thing there, bro, and you're going to get caught in the exact same system and that, bro, just earning little bit of money and that while killing off your body and them thing, and it's not going to be worth it. And then you're going to want to go back home and then you won't be able to, like, bro, you just get caught in the system and that, bro. I have uncles that went to Europe and back way in 2010, 2005, 2006 and that, till this day, they have not seen Gambia again and that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't have the visa and the papers and them thing there, bro. Yes, I want people to experience Europe and travel around the world and that, but do it the right way. That's all I'm saying, man. Anyway, I'm done what do you call it, ranting and them thing there. Let's get back to it.
Kulunka kupi bagono Fangaso la jawya nyimbagono Na Koduma silomba Niyole tutakono Kulunka kupi bagono Fangaso la jawya nyimbagono Na Ayo laje Sulal kanyapi bol kanke kanate Hani kontenal koneka dole soronje Tomo bizije konko be falaje Sulal Palfatu hotel day. Ya tole wa Philippe keke jongolti. Ke butel dongolum porque dokundi. Ni mi eba.
And that's crazy as well.
Kidol katere porque mo fa free.
And that's the crazy thing in that, bro. You know what I mean? Is that people are going to places like Tunisia, that kind of part of Africa, Morocco, all of these places and that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And they treat their own people like dirt, bro. Like, this is all one Africa. People come from one place of Africa, go to another place and that, and then them people act like they're not African as well. Like, it's crazy to me and that, bro. At the same time, I understand it in a certain way and that, bruv, you know what I'm saying? Because you're basically going to kill off yourself and them thing there and entering a country illegally and that, bruv. But the way certain people or certain countries treat their own people and that and act like they're not African and them thing there, like, honestly, it's disgusting to see, man. I can't even lie to you and that, bruv. You know what I mean? People implementing modern day slavery, bruv, onto people and doing things like this and that, bruv. You know what I mean? Also, people can go look for a better life. So it's to some extent, I understand it and that, bruv. I understand why you want to go to Europe and better your life and your family and make money and them thing there, bro, but it's just what you're risking, bro. You're risking your life at the end of the day, bro. You're risking your life at the end of the day, fam. You know what I'm saying? There was a certain point where I was living in Gambia with my mum and that, and there's certain things I don't even want to touch on because it's not just my story, it's my mum's story, and I don't know what she would want me to say in that, bro. But for a good period of time, for like 5-6 years, there was a times where we didn't have the money to go back to Europe and them thing there, bro. We just couldn't and that, bro. You know what I mean? But we're not gonna go and start risking our lives and that, bro. We're gonna keep fighting, persevering, trying to find ways to make money, and then we eventually went back on the plane and that, bro. We didn't risk our lives and that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's what I don't understand. I get the reward and how it can better your lives and that, but you're risking your own life at the end of the day, man. Like, there's a lot at stake and that, bro, just for some money, bro. Like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Idol ka terrible ka bulka mo for free. Mansa kuna monante baluma. You to lenki kunga kumaluma. Be mariti je konyi magbalufa. Ena ate kwa fawata. Niole tuta. Kulunka kupiba. Kaso lechaw ya nimba kono. Koduma silo na. Niole tuta kono. Kulunka kupiba kono. Fakaso lechaw ya nimba kono. Phone ke Jamal Minanin Fankaso Kono Anikuya Toro Alman Neman Kafarkali. Rest in peace. I'm out.
Yeah, man. Shout out to man like An2 at this Sparky, bruv. You get me? That's definitely a topic that keeps a need to be touched on, and that, bruv. I can't even lie to you. And a message that keeps needing to get spreaded around the Gambia and just Africa in general and that, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Because your only answer in life to make money cannot be risking it to go to a different country and them thing there when there's so many different things that could go wrong and that, bruv. You get me? Just to apparently reach this land and them thing there in hopes that everything gets better, because a lot of people also reach Europe and it doesn't get better for them at the end of the day, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now they're stranded, they can't do this, they can't do that and them thing there, bro. You get me? So you're not guaranteed for things to even get better and that, bro. You get me? And even that's the thing, even that's why sometimes I even try to talk to my own friends and that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And try to show them that just because you're over here and that, even me and that, bro, I have a passport, I have a job and them thing there, bro. That doesn't mean that everything's cushy and that. Normally when I get my paycheck, because the thing is, with this system, it tries to trap you and that, bruv. You know what I'm saying? It works you like a hamster going around on a hamster wheel and that, bruv. You go to work, you work 9 to 5 and that, bruv. You get your money, you pay your rent. By the time you pay your rent and your bills, your money is absolutely finished and that. I'm fortunate right now to be living with family, so I can take my money and apply it into different places and that, bruv. But the money that I'm making right now, I can't possibly stretch it to pay what I need to pay and also do this. So that means I need to sacrifice, bruv. More time since I've been working at this job, when it gets to the last 2 weeks or last week and that, before payday and that, bruv, my money is completely finished and that. This past week and that, I've had no money whatsoever and that, bruv. You know what I'm saying? But it's a risk that I'm willing to take, but it's a responsible risk. I'm not going to sacrifice my life, or, you know what I'm saying? I'm sacrificing not having money and that, bruv, so I can keep providing, you know what I'm saying, for my YouTube channel and so I can do certain things and that, bruv. You know what I'm saying? It's not a risk where I could lose my life or da-da-da-da. It's a calculated risk in what I'm doing and that. So I hear sacrificing certain things, but what people are sacrificing to go to the back way is too much, man. You know what I mean? Like I say, bro, when it comes to the first 1 week, the 1 week before payday or 2 weeks before payday, more times my money's finished and that, bro. You get me? Is what it is, because I'm using it and trying to put it into different places to make more money and that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And even though I might not see a return right now in terms of the equipment that I'm buying, the mic that I'm buying and that, the courses that I may pay eventually, I'm going to start to see a return because I'm learning new things and I'm getting the equipment that I need and that, bro. But those are risks that are calculated and that, bro. They're not going to hurt me in the long term and that, bruv. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about perspective at the end of the day. And like I said, one of the biggest crazinesses to me is that people in Africa are trying to come to Europe and people in Europe are trying to go to Africa and that, bruv. You know what I mean? The places that you man are trying to come to, people are trying to run from and that, bruv. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, it's all the crazy, man. I can't even lie to you. It's all crazy. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that one, though. It's been your boy Njies, and I'm out of here in a bit, people, man. I'm God, man. I'm gone.
Gambia na tandala banko beno akonya mankela starting sa fuentele la stala stati. It's funny how do kel koima like bari ba malia mutandingoti. See, I'm not even impressed ni Njies I ka fanya mustaltia bigger than all these other stars. When I make a galaxy aba kuline van sola be kuline komansa musana la muruba ndol meta parerine sim kuntu man kunta kinte stop non tolbe motivated in lyrical